It's in the game.
PlayStation.
One of their best defensive backs is coming off a stellar performance. Those in the organization already know he's a star. A repeat of his last game will let the rest of the league know it too. Film rooms are the forum where strategies are discussed and victories are born. Each person there has a voice and a chance to step forward with what they believe is the key to this week's game. The regular season has reached its halfway point, and as the team looks ahead to the rest of the year, it's time to check in with players and set the goals that will drive them the rest of their season.
For some football, and hope you are too. Welcome to East Rutherford, New Jersey, everybody, and MetLife Stadium. Today, half of the AFC East ready to square off. It's the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate Scott, Brock Hewitt here with you as we get set for a division rematch. Brock, one side seeking the sweep, and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds, contempt.
It breeds contempt.
Yeah.
These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things in the papers. They don't want any bulletin board material. But the fact is, you know your division foes better than anybody, and they know you. And that familiarity does bring a little extra heat into this matchup.
So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
Okay, you know he's happy about that win last week, but less happy about his performance. He went into the lab this week, there's no question about it, and studied those mistakes, those 2 interceptions, because he knows that's not sustainable for winning. And I love a line from Mike McDonald. He talks about the quarterback being the voice of poise. That means flushing those mistakes from a week ago and being poised to go attack today.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. We got away from a couple of defenders, but they just kept coming. This one's going to end the loss, Brock. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. 3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Tua off the play fake. Has it in close. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Achane up the middle. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
43-yard line.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Got a man. This is Reynolds. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Dolphins, 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st down. Here's Tua. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. It was Max Melton who held him down there.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Coming in the goal line. And in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins finish up an excellent opening series. Corey Gallis tacks on the extra point. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Borregales on to send it away. He fields it from the 8. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. So the Jets take the field for their 1st drive. And bringing them out an electrifying runner and a former 1st-round pick back in 2021, Justin Fields.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the 1 interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win. Certainly some momentum to build on today.
And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, son. 319,
on the keeper here, he loses the football. And he mitigates the damage by falling on it, but still a loss on that play. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
Here we go, son. Sit high.
They'll throw 3rd and long. It's caught by Wilson. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. All right.
Hall running between the tackles. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. Back to the line they come, second down.
Chip split. Here we go. 5:51. Tonight.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Complete to Braylon Allen. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Fields now on third. This finds its target. That's Taylor. And they make the tackle at the 38. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
For a Jets first down.
Here we go. Go.
Hall takes it straight ahead. And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the first. So we're through one quarter of this AFC East contest. 7-0 is our score. More from MetLife coming right up. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They're advancing it well as they face second down.
Green Knights.
They go right back to Hall. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Fields on 3rd and 2. Connects with his back. Hall. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. All set now. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A pistol snap. Fields. Flushed out of the pocket. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete. Second down. Still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Here we go.
Fields out of the gun. And this is cut. Touchdown, New York! The Jets finish off their opening drive. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are a perfect 1-for-1.
Chris Boswell for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Dolphins are back on offense. Tua Tagovailoa out there once again. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath, turn some of the momentum in the building.
This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Now Tua to throw. Here's a screen for Achane. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throw to the right, finds Waddle. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
He's got this at the 27. He's got it. That's going to be a first and more. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. The Jets are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. And among dual threats in the NFL so far this season, there has been no equal. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing yards to this point. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Hall once more. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. And after the play, we turn our attention to the injured man. That's Christian Watson, who's being worked on.
Here we go. Right.
3rd and 1, Fields to throw. Catch made. And that short gain is enough for a new set it down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
First down.
It's Hall on the carry. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Following the play, Brock, medical staff headed out. Looks like they're going to take a look at injured tight end Mason Taylor. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Yep. 551. 551. 12 goes.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Short pass brought in. It's inside the 10. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take a second quarter lead. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7.
Dolphins 7.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. Showing a little burst so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. They've stalled out since that first touchdown, Brock, while their opponents have done the opposite. They've heated up, and their original 7-point lead, now a deficit of 7. Caught, nice gain left side. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. That one nabs him 33 yards, and a new set of downs, too. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. It's the Dolphins with 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He can run it, and he gives himself up after a short gain.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Hits him on the out route. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Achan has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
2 and out from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Corey Gallis on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Jets offense now set to take over. And they'll have an even 40 seconds available to them, so expect to see at least a few plays here. Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Good night.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Throw left side. Taylor has it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1st and 10 from the 41.
Here we go. Sit high.
Fields to throw it. Escapes the pocket. And Fields slides down safely as he picks up the 1st. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 1st down throw for Fields. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. Here's Fields to throw. This one's caught. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Offense letting the clock reach 3 seconds as they take the timeout. So they can try a field goal now before halftime. So a field goal game at the half. A good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Our journey through the NFL starts now. In Landover, the Commanders at home to take on the Saints. And it's Deebo Samuel. He was absolutely electric. This one of 3 touchdown grabs for him in the game. The Commanders get back to 500. They move to 4-4 with this victory. Next, it's the Windy City. We'll check in on the Bears as they host the Kansas City Chiefs. And this is the tight end, Noah Gray. He'll take this in for the touchdown. He's found the end zone twice in the first 2 quarters. This one's at halftime, and it's the Chiefs have built a comfortable advantage. 24-7 they lead at the half. One more to show you real quick. We go to Houston. It's the Texans taking on the Baltimore Ravens. And this is the running back. He's looking for the end zone, holding on to the football. The high draft pick has his first NFL touchdown. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. In the game you're watching, it's been tight throughout, a field goal separating these 2 sides through 2 quarters. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Borregales on to send it away. On the return, this is Baker. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up at the 40-yard line. The Jets are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out.
Here we go. Right.
They start the half with a give to Hall. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. It's Kader Kohu up to make that play.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Right.
Off the play fake, it's Fields. Has it in close. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Here we go. Move it, get right.
Play action, Fields. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's running with it. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Ball at the 33 for first down.
Here we go, son.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line.
Here we go, son. Go.
Field throwing here. Right side, this is caught by Taylor. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches.
Here we go. Right.
They'll try to run for it with Hall. And he gets this forward to the 19. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
Jets. First down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the
In the red zone on first. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down is short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
3rd down, give to Hall. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Jets grow the lead coming out of halftime. Brees Hall with the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Here comes Malik Washington. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there, and that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And they're going to try to take the lead back to 1 possession here after that last score pushed it up to 24-14. Finds his back, Achane. He pushes it up across the 30 before going out. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Reynolds, the motion man left. Going play action, Tagovailoa. Completed to Reynolds. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line to gain. Here we go, goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Tagovailoa keeping it on the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Dolphins, first down.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that first down carry.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Receiver in motion, headed right. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. First and 10. Ball set up at the 48.
Good for a Dolphins, first down.
Achan on the toss right. And he's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jets side. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
At the shotgun, they'll give it to Achan. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And they could really use a good one here. And it can't hurt you with a return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? So this one flies out right around the 15-yard line. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. They start the drive with Hall. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Jets who have it with a lead, but this win is not secure just yet. First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
Don't jump. Ready? Set high.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Cut out left. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. Ball at the 33 for first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hall. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
On the keeper, here's Fields. Up to the races, middle of the field. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. It's a Justin Fields touchdown, his 3rd total score in this game.
Okay, we know it's hard for running backs to get runs like that in the open field and find pay dirt from that distance. Even more rare to see a QB get it done. I don't think that'll be the last time he totes it.
Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Jets take a 3-possession lead.
31. Dolphins 14. Chris Boswell set.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers, right, in a tournament. They don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. taking a shot deep here. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up. He'll air it out on third. Finds him over the middle. He's got the first down grab and still going. Inside the red zone. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get it back to within 2 possessions. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olson would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Jets and Brees Hall about set to go on offense. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock, not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Fields out of the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. So that brings up 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
This is Allen on 2nd. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
On the tackle. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
To the air on 3rd and long. This finds its target. That's Taylor. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Fields looking to throw. To the left side and reeled in by Wilson. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now.
Here we go. Set high.
On 1st down, here comes Hall. Still has some space inside the 35. He will go! Touchdown, New York! The Jets can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Brees Hall with the touchdown.
Hey, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets take a 3-possession lead.
Jets 38, Dolphins 21. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Running back, motioning right. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense to the line fast. Throwing. Here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. On the move, headed right. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Offense in the hurry up here. Desperation time here on fourth. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Here we go, son. Go.
Off play action, it's Fields. He rolls to his right. He takes it himself. And there's that slide at the end, Brock. Good decision-making there as he picks up close to 8 on that run. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Here we go, son.
They fake the handoff. Now Fields. Buying some time left. Finds him on the crossing route. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Here we go. Hey, Cam.
First and goal at the 9.
In the red zone now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, you got to find a way to win.
Touchdown! The Jets keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Miami offense headed out there now. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. First down, here's Tua. Short pass brought in. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning.
4 yards on the pickup.
They go play action with Tonga Mailoa. Looking to his fullback now. Still going inside the 35. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Tonga Mailoa on first down. Escapes out to the left. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Let's coming Tua. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that takes them to 3rd down. Tua now from the gun. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And the Jets recover it.
Put a check mark by that one. You're going to remember that one, not just over the course of this game, but I guarantee you in the offseason when you're watching effort. That was all about effort. Backs pressed against the wall when you're down here defensively. That's the type of play that coaches love to see from everyone on the roster.
And this gets them well away from danger as he is up past their 20. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
First down.
Here's a give to Hall. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
On the keeper, here's Fields. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
4-yard line. That's a gain of 5.
It's Allen on 3rd down. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45.
It's a gain of 11.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage. So the win goes to the Jets. Yet another win for them, Brock. And now, I don't know. Are they talking about it? Are they thinking about it but not talking about it? They're officially over halfway now to a perfect season.
Yeah, I don't think they're talking about the 72 Dolphins yet or the 07 Patriots, but I do think they're believing. They're believing they can find ways to win, and they're doing it every single week.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say so long from New York.
Halfway home. Hi everyone, Scott Hansen here, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for week number 9. Plenty of action to get you caught up on. We start at MetLife Stadium. The Jets at home to take on the Miami Dolphins. And it's the dangerous Justin Fields. This is one of the best runs from a quarterback you're going to see all year. Off he goes. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they host the Cleveland Browns. And it's the dangerous speedster, Jameson Williams. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. Make it a 70-yard touchdown grab. One last one to show you, and it's in Detroit. It's the Lions taking on the Eagles. And here's the Eagles wideout. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Eagles run their winning streak to 5 straight as they get another W. That's a wrap. Until next time, I'm Scott Hansen. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.